Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the Huddle. So the title of today's show is the title of last night's show. We're gonna keep with this theme for a while. Journey into the cultivation of our community as we huddle daily. Episode 2. We got our brother Drew with us today. He just stepped off. He'll be back. I'm gonna unmute his mic so we can speak to y'all, and we're gonna start. Dylan, how you doing, Drew?
I'm good, brother. How y'all doing tonight?
It's
Peace to,
all good.
peace to the family. Peace to the family.
This the second night. This the second episode, y'all. And as I was saying last night, is I'm doing my best to get back to my roots of righteousness. I've been unrighteous. I've been talking about people, mamas, and all kind of stuff. I don't like what I was doing, but I do what I do. I'm a man, and when I feel I need to do something, I do it. And when I feel I don't need to do it, then I change it. So a change has come. I spoke to my brother. We had a good conversation. He said, I'm down with you, Carl. Create a show and let's do it. So I created this show. I brought it back. This show has been alive since 2009. I started with the cultivation of the community because people tend to say that it's not a community. Online, you have communities, all kind of communities. When I started online, it was just me. But I came out of a Hebrew Israelite community, Hebrew Israelite churches and stuff. And I tried to gather with these people and talk to these people. Handful of people from that community came over, but it's a community. Wherever you go, you're supposed to commune with people. That's why you had the word community. You got to commune with people. I met this brother online, and I communed with him. He wanted to talk about something. I want to bring it to your show. He brought it to my show. We dealt with it. So, like I said, we're going to get into the code, the law, and all that stuff with Nelly Fully, this and that. It's a whole lot of stuff that we're going to address. He's a lot more savvy on some of these things than me because he know the people. He didn't talk to the people. He didn't dealt with the things. But I'm no wuss myself, so we're going to get into it. How you doing, Drew? What you want to talk about?
I'm good, brother. I'm just here to communicate. Like you said, commune, bro. I'm here to commune. I want to know what you're talking about. I can put my little two pieces in.
Well, I played a lot of music last night, but I spoke a little bit about what we doing and how we're going to do it. 7:30 come, we're going to open up the phone line and allow people to come in the room if they want to do like a Q&A. They ask questions, we give answers, or we ask questions and hear what their answers are. It's basically the huddle is based up on huddling up together, coming up with a game plan, and then carrying that out in the community.
Yes, sir.
So at 7:30, I'm gonna play this right here. And then 7:30 will be here. We will open up the phone lines and open up the chat.
Let me ask you something. You say last night you was playing music. What do you mean? I'm a DJ, so what you mean you was playing? I got all kinds of insights on music.
I was playing music.
What kind of music you were playing?
All the music I got available. I was playing all kind of stuff.
Oh, we got to hook up on that. I got some music for you.
Well, my stuff I can play and I ain't gotta pay for it, or I can get paid off of my shows. So I'm playing music like this.
Yeah.
got all kind of music.
So you make that?
I got all kind of music. I can't tell you if I made it or not because I might lie. But it's my music.
That's,
Um,
your, that's my music. I hear you. Hey, can I share this to somebody? I want my homeboy
yes,
to.
you can share what you share.
So what am I sharing? The YouTube page?
Yeah, you got to go to YouTube and share the YouTube.
Okay, what is the YouTube page?
I'm gonna put it in the back.
Okay. You don't know, I don't know nothing about that. What you mean in the back?
One sec, one sec. You new here, I know you don't know, so I'm gonna talk to you. So on the side, there's a thing that say comments, banners,
I see
branding.
comments, private chats. I see that on the
Right.
right.
So I'm gonna put something in the private chat. Now you can copy that and send it to them. If you can't copy it from there, hit it. It'll take you to YouTube.
I
You
fucked up. I fucked up, homie. Hold up, homie.
So one of the things I would like to get into is some nitty fuller.
Okay. I'll share this later. I'll do that later. I ain't doing nothing on the fly. What's going on? Let's talk.
Nitty fuller.
Okay.
Who is he to you?
Okay. I came across Nelly Fuller in like 1990 through a friend of mine, an older brother who he had the book, the Episcopalian Concept book, and he let me read it, and then he let me hear some lectures, and then I started listening to him more and more, and I got his phone number because he would put his phone on. He one of those brothers like Professor Griff. He'll put his phone number out there and say, "Call me if you want to talk to me. Call me." So I one night I called him, man, back in the mid '90s, and we developed a relationship just talking. We would talk on the phone for hours, and he would break down stuff. And any question that I asked him, he answered it. He was patient with me, and he is not saying was he is just an honorable brother who don't mind answering questions and listening. And he got a lot of information to sell, but he to break down who he is. He was in the military in Korea, and he noticed how racism, white supremacy was affecting black people. So what he did, he started writing stuff down, just taking notes on like when you're at work and how you dealing with white people and the ins and outs and what not to do and what to do. And he would look at it, different stuff, and be like, hey, this is affecting us the same way. This person is everybody's doing the same thing. So it's like a pattern. So what he came up with was a code, just like everything else in the world has a code. You can't do electricity without a code. There's a code for electrician. There's a code for plummetry. There's a code for doing architecture and stuff. So he said, I'm going to figure out a code on how to deal with white supremacy and white supremacy because you just end up bumping your head every day into the same thing, not figuring out what to do. So he said, there's got to be a better way than just waiting until you get into this situation and trying to figure it out once you get there. So he came up with a code concept system that he in that he wrote down, and he just would take notes. He wasn't writing a book or nothing like that there. He came up with a compensatory concept. Compensatory means only making it up as you go. He came up with a compensatory concept of how to deal with white supremacy and how to deal with life, jobs, work, because there's 9 areas of activity that white supremacy dominates. You got science, you got health, medicine, you got politics, you got war, religion, sex. It's nine. I don't want to try to remember all of them right now because I'm just going off the top of the head. But there's 9 areas of activity in this world that white supremacy dominates. And he said when he got out of the war and he would walk around with his briefcase full of letters, he would go to different, lectures in the '60s because that's when the Black Power movement and the Black consciousness movement was waking up. So he said he didn't join anything, but he would go to everything and try to see what people are saying. And in the late '60s, he ran into the sister Frances Cress Welsing. he was doing a little lecture and talking, and he was breaking down his code concept system. And she came to him and explained who she was. She was a psychologist, and when she graduated from college, she wanted to go to Germany to study the Germans and see how Hitler could have been so wicked and how he could have done all that. But I don't want to get into that's another story in another book. But she talked to him and she said, "How did you come up with all of this?" And he pulled out his briefcase. He said he had a big old briefcase just full of papers. He would just write stuff down. He had notepads. And she told him, "You said you should write a book. You should put this in a book." And she helped him out and she walked him through it. And in 1969, he came out with the book, The Independent Compensatory Concept Code Concept System. And he once he came out with that book, it didn't blow up or anything. But what she did, she took what he taught her and she took it to another level. So if you know anything about Frances Quest Wilson, she was basically taught by Nellie Fuller Jr. Not taught, raised like she didn't know anything, but what she learned on her own and combined it with the brother Nellie Fuller taught her. That's how you got your Frances Quest Wilson. She come up with the ISIS papers and all these other books that she wrote. And you know, you can go to the internet and you can see all these interviews with her on Donahue and all these other shows. But Nellie Fuller Jr., he's the type of person he don't look for popularity. He don't like to make personal appearances. He rarely does interviews. But if you to know who Nellie Fuller Jr. is, that's who he is.
Yeah. So let's say the area of social media. How do we deal with that based off of the 9 areas that you're familiar with?
Well, you have to understand that all areas of activity is controlled by white supremacy. So when you go to social media, you got to understand that this is a white supremacist concept. I mean, uh, a white supremacist platform. Yeah. So whatever we do, they're going to counteract it. You can look at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The white people can go on there. They can say nigga, 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 nigga. They can say all the stuff they want to say. But as soon as I made a post, brother, and it had 2 Ku Klux Klan members with hoods on, and one of them was whispering in the other one's ear, and it said, "Not him. That's my weed man." They banned me for 6 months for that. They banned me for 6 months because 2 white supremacists with hoods on. It was just a meme, just a little small meme, and it one up leaning over to the other and say, "Not him. That's my weed man." They banned me, dog, for 6 months for that shit. And you got white people going on all these platforms calling people niggas, doing all this stuff. So as far as I want to get off, I go down a rabbit hole. But yeah, the social media, this is a white supremacist platform. And we got to understand this. We don't own this. They allowing us to come over here. They
I
allowing
understand
us.
because I used to deal with what they call the beef sector. And I was like, y'all all cops.
Yeah.
Y'all blacks attacking blacks, doxing blacks' children, doing all these things and stuff. This black on black crime over here. Y'all work for Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and
Wait a minute. Explain what you're saying about black on black crime. I don't like that term. What do you mean by that?
black on black crime.
As far as what?
Somebody calling themselves black or skin tone is the color of what people call black. And then they attack other blacks. They're white supremacists in black skin.
Oh well, that's natural. I mean, that's not natural. It's not natural, but that has been instilled in us since the 1700s. You know,
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. When I went to that section and I seen what they was doing to other blacks in the community, because I hadn't seen it. I've seen what Sarnetta do, but I'm used to Sarnetta and all the other individuals and stuff. But I didn't know it was a whole sector of ignorant, excuse my French, you didn't use niggas over
niggas,
there doing this nigga stuff.
ignorant
Like,
niggas on nigga shit. Say it,
yeah,
nigga
and
shit.
niggas over here doing this nigga shit. And I indulged myself with them so much. And so I went over there. I was calling myself YouTube Street King because I was like, these are my streets or this my internet. And I'm going to get 50 with these niggas. I'm a nigga too. So I got 50 with them. And then they got jealous and been trying to dirty me up ever since. But they got a white girl over there, a Karen, over there running these niggas, doing stuff and everything. And I'm like, how y'all let the white girl, well, she mixed. How y'all let the white girl just come over here and
Wait. What do you mean she's mixed? Now, don't just step
she
over
got
that.
a black dad and a white mama. She
But she ain't
mixed.
white then. She black, bro.
She got white skin.
Well, is she black, man? Crackers gonna look at her like she black. She can't. I don't care how she feel.
I hear what you saying, but I'm not trying to distinguish. I'm not trying to.
Well, we black, bro. We black. If her father is black and her mother is white,
I
she's
know
black.
Hebrew Israelites teach that everything. That's all good. I don't need to be,
But she's
represented
black,
on.
bro. Most of our greatest leaders were mixed, bro. Okay, most of our greatest leaders in the history of the United States, the
I
foundation
understand
of
that.
black people.
I have no problem with mixed people. I
Bro,
got mixed nieces
but
and
you said she
nephews.
was white, dog. Don't say she white.
Her skin tone is white. She a white woman.
No, she's
I
black.
don't care how much soul she got, how many gospel songs she sing, any of that stuff. If she was in the First Baptist Church with her grandmammy, her skin is still white. I'm gonna call her white.
Okay, we have to agree to disagree on that one. Let's
Well,
go
I
to the
agree to
next subject.
disagree. But the
Let's go to the
thing
next
is,
subject.
she's using white privilege because
Okay,
she got white skin and
only
she's
only
dominating
people,
niggas.
but the only people she can use her white privilege on is black people.
That's all
She,
over there in the beef sector
she
that
can't
does
she
what they
can't
do.
she can't use her white privilege in the white community. They will never accept her.
True, I understand that, but you
So
have to understand her skin tone amongst these niggas in this community, allowing her to say bend over and she going up in them. That's just come
and
on
that's nigga shit.
now. Well,
That
she's a
ain't got
white
nothing to do.
nigga.
That's nigga
You
shit.
ever seen a white nigga?
No, ain't no such thing as a white nigga.
A white nigga. A nigga is a nigga, and some of them got white skin.
I ain't never seen a white nigga.
Well, I done seen one. I done seen more than one. Because you got white people.
I don't want to get into a debate on black and white and mixed people because I got a lot of mixed people in my family and I
I got a
respect
lot of
them
rich people in my family.
and they identify more with black than anything. You can't tell them that they white. And
I
you can look at
understand
them.
that, but I'm not trying to do nothing personal. I'm just speaking in general.
Well, don't call her white, brother. Just call her a light-skinned sister. She's not white. She'll never be. I don't even know who you're talking about, number one. I don't know this lady. I don't know what she said. She could have said a whole bunch of disparaging things against black people and towards you. But I'm just saying, I don't distinguish between mixed people, and I don't call somebody with a black parent white. I don't care if they look like Marilyn Monroe. If your daddy black and your mama white, you gonna have to go through the
All of
same
this is
thing.
true, but
And white, only benefits you're gonna get from being light skinned is from the black community because white people gonna treat you like a nigga anyway.
true. I mean, we know this. We know this in our community. Like I said, I got nieces and nephews. I got people in my family that's mixed.
We'll
If
get
you
back.
ask me, I say they black because they daddy black.
Yes,
But
and they represent themselves as black.
right, but if they get into it with their little Negro cousin, they gonna let them know you a full blown Negro. I ain't no full blown Negro. Negro, watch what you say and how you do
But
towards me.
when they do that, you cut them off. Nothing else to say. Oh, that's what you. Oh, you gonna use your whiteness? Now you null and void. Now you can't even come around us no more. Oh, that motherfucker called out her white. Oh, you gonna represent on your white
Yeah,
shit now?
it's the Drake effect.
Yeah,
It's the
okay, well,
Drake
you
effect.
white. Yeah, the Drake effect. I get what you're saying. If okay, oh, you white now. Oh, okay.
Oh
Bye.
yeah.
Bye. You can't take that back. Now
Yeah,
if you
but
gonna go
see,
down on your whiteness, oh, you gonna
this
use
the
your
type of
whiteness,
stuff that's going on in our community.
bro.
And
That's
she
if
using her whiteness to her benefit. She's controlling
well,
blacks.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who this woman is. I don't know what she said. I'm just saying if she got a black parent, she's white. But if she used her whiteness as a weapon towards black people, that's like getting in a fist fight and a motherfucker pulling out a knife.
Yeah.
Now it's over. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You pulled out a knife. We supposed to be going hand in hand. Oh, you gonna pull out a knife? Oh, get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna kill you, but I ain't fucking with you no more. That's how that go.
Yeah,
I
that's how
don't know
it
this
goes.
woman, and I don't want to talk about nobody I don't know, brother, because I don't want to speak on nothing I can't speak on. But when you brought her up, you said something that I heard. You said that all these people they do all this detrimental stuff and they come towards you, all this, bro. When people do that, cut them off. Don't go to their page no more. Don't be stalking people's page to see what they said about you. Fuck them. Do you, Carl? Let's do us. Let's me and you jump down and do our own thing. We ain't got to worry about letting them
These
do
things
them.
are happening in the community though, and somebody have to address them to try
Man,
to
fuck
deal
them.
with
You
them.
ain't got to address them. Let's do us. Don't be trolling niggas. Let them do them.
I'm
Fuck
not
them.
trolling nobody. I ain't
Well,
calling
fuck
no
them.
name or nothing.
I'm saying fuck them.
I'm
Don't even,
generalizing.
don't even bring their names up no more.
I'm generalizing. I didn't call one name.
Well, I know. I'm generalizing too. I'm saying fuck
I
all
hear
of them
you.
motherfuckers. You know, I
I
talk.
hear
I'm
you.
gonna give it to you
Well,
blood
I
raw.
was talking about the beef sector, and
Okay.
I was calling them cops because it's no way you can have black on black crime and then be talking like you something more than what you are. You over look what you doing. You over here killing your brother. You over here killing your sister. But you saying you love black people. No, you killing them daily.
Okay. Explain that. What do you mean they're killing them daily? Who is killing mentally, psychologically, physically? What are you talking
It,
about?
it, it's murder is murder.
No,
However
I'm
you
talking
want
about
to look
who
at
you.
it,
Who
mentally,
I'm talking about.
psychologically, physically, and all of that. These people are on YouTube. They got their children up, and they're taking their children pictures and doing weird things with them. My mother and my father have been doxed and weird things that happen to them, and it's like my mother and father dead. What the hell can they do to you? Why did you go get their pictures? Because they're cops. They're trying to get you to do things because I done had a strategic lawsuit against public participation. If you participate in something on this YouTube, you can get hit with a slap.
Yeah.
So, like to go back to the beginning of the conversation, social media and how white supremacists and white people use this platform to do black people wrong. They use their superiority over people that's not intelligent. Because I got Corntel Pro after me. You know who Corntel Pro is.
Mm-hmm.
I got a dude, he was part of the Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Stalk me every day, talk about me every day, change my name.
What do you mean change your name? Explain that.
My name is Carl Albert Davis or Israel Doctrine. You start calling me Pissy.
Call you what?
Pissy, Pizzy.
What the fuck is that? What that mean?
Well, I had a Hebrew Israelite by the name of, I ain't gonna call him name. I had a Hebrew Israelite. He used to call me Izzy.
Uh,
So see, they changed my name so they can write whatever they want about me, and they'll never get in my algorithm. They'll never do this and that. So I never see them talking about me.
mm-hmm.
Because if you write my name in the title, you'll get in my algorithm. So when I type my name in and look for myself, I'm gonna see you talking about me.
Uh-huh.
That's how this YouTube thing works. Algorithm.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Does it bother you?
No, I look over them.
Oh, okay. Well, let them do what the fuck they do. That's what the fuck they do. That's what COINTELPRO do.
But
They,
we're only talking about this because we're trying to get to the compensatory code because we got to make this shit up on the spot, right? Compensatory.
yeah.
We need a code for it. The streets, the YouTube streets need a code to abide by because without codes, people doing any damn thing on here.
But let me tell you something, bro. Everybody keeps the code has been written. I just told you, dog. The brother wrote the book in 1969. I've been telling y'all niggas about this shit for at least since 2014, bro. Go to Amazon, go to find the book, bro. The
I
United
know where all the stuff
Whole
at. The
concept.
thing is, you didn't talk to me
It's
and you
already
haven't talked
written.
to the people.
I'm talking now. We here right now. We here today. And
That's
before I say anything, I'm not telling you the code has been written. Nelly Fuller wrote a book, The Independent Compensatory Code Concept System. It's
and, it,
already out there.
and if you don't understand white supremacy,
You
none you
won't,
understand. You don't understand it because you don't understand where it's
if you
coming from.
don't understand white supremacy, everything you think you understand will only confuse you. And if you want the code has been written, brother. It ain't like we got to come up with a code. The code has been written. You ain't even got to get the book. You can go to YouTube and put in Nelly Fuller Jr. the code. You ain't got to buy the book. Just go to YouTube, Nelly Fuller Jr. code, and thousands of videos gonna come up. They're gonna have cartoons that you can sit down and watch with your children, and he breaking down everything in life. It's right there in front of your eyes, bro. And people don't. This shit been out here for shit, man, for years, bro. I'm talking about at least since YouTube been up. It ain't like,
How
oh, we need
long?
to come
How
up with.
long have we known each other? As long as I've known you, I've been knowing about that. I knew about it before you, but when you came on and spoke about it, I even looked deeper. So
Just
I
you.
know all about the code. The thing is, this is a show. It's for the community. They hear us talk, and they hear about a code and Nelly Fuller Jr. And let me go on YouTube and look down.
Yeah. Let's say you go to work tomorrow, and you have it out with somebody on your job, and you can go in your car on your break and go to YouTube and say Nelly Fuller Jr. dealing with work. Nelly Fuller Jr. and put work. Nelly Fuller Jr. jobs. It's gonna be videos coming up with him breaking down the code on how to deal with them crackers at the job. Everything is out there now. You ain't even got to get the book. A
But
lot of people don't like to read. Just go to YouTube.
all brown skinned or black folks ain't black folks.
That's yeah. We know that. We know that. You know.
Your own kind is not always you. That's why I said they got some.
But to me, that I don't like to get into cliches. That's a cliche. We don't heard all of that. Black people need to get together. All skin folks ain't kin folks. Black folk. What about black? All that's. Come on, man. That's cliches and slogans. Man, it's all about doing. It ain't about talking. It's about doing. And what I want to get out of
I've
you.
never been a nigga, so I don't really know how to speak to niggas about niggas because I've never really been one.
Well, I've been a nigga for a long time, and I'm still a nigga. And I
Well,
recognize that I'm a nigga. I ain't no perfect motherfucker. I got a lot of downfalls. I got a lot of stuff. You see me smoking cigarettes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of. I ain't perfect. I'm on a lot of nigga shit. But at least I got the gall and the audacity to recognize that I still got nigga shit in me, and I ain't perfect. But what I can do is try to strive to be perfect and show other people my downfalls, like my children. Teach my
yeah,
sons how not to be like me. Teach my little homies not to be like me.
we
Don't.
finna get into the Q&A section in just 2 minutes, so you will see the huddle sign pop up. It'll be quiet. We can't speak for 20 seconds, and
Okay.
then
So do I need to hit the comment thing over here on the right?
huh?
It's on private chat, so I need to hit comment.
Nah, you don't need to do nothing. You just need to wait for 7:30.
Oh, okay. We good.
Then I'm gonna put the link out there, get some other people to come in, see if they want to talk about Nitty Fuller, the code, and the community and different stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. I'm with you, brother. I appreciate you bringing me on tonight, Carl, because I've been working my ass off, man, trying to get everything together, and I want to get my message out. It ain't really my message. I want to get the message out. The meaning the. You know what I mean? The message. There ain't no other message but this message.
It's all good.
The message. The definite article, meaning there is no other.
Okay, the link is out there. So now, anybody want to come in the room or anybody want to call in? This is the time from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. 30 minutes. I will give you an hour. It depends on how it goes. So
Oh shit, you got motherfuckers in this bitch.
anybody at any time can come in the room. We don't discriminate. If I seem like I'm not reasonable enough to talk to and I'm getting stupid and stuff, I will dismiss myself from the room and allow you to speak to Brother Drew.
Drew.
So let me share the phone. So if you want to call in, you can call in, or you could just come up. With that said, this is the 7:30 Q&A conversation. This is a talk show, people. If you don't want to talk, we'll talk. I ain't gonna play too much music tonight. But yeah, so understanding white supremacy is the key to understanding other things, because anything that you think you understand but don't understand white supremacy, it just confuses you, right?
Right.
So I guess we can go into more about how this social media thing, because like I don't think you be on social media that much. And I
Talking about
don't
me.
yeah, you. I don't think you
I
be on
used
that much.
to, I used to, but when I was doing it, I was doing it for a lot of shock value, and I was trying to make the kids laugh, saying a lot of detrimental shit. Like, and I really once my kids got older, because when I started it was like 2010 when it first came out, and my children were like teenagers. And I would say shit like I want to fuck Michelle Obama and all that kind of shit, like shocking shit. But once my children got to be adults, it became they didn't like that, so I had to back up off of social media because I respect my children. You know what I'm saying? Their daddy don't be doing that. Everybody else like I would get a lot of likes and views and shit like that, but my children like, no, daddy, you can't do that. Yeah.
Well, may I ask a question? Why you didn't create a business?
Say what now?
Why didn't you create a business?
Because I was working too hard. I didn't have time. Shit, I was confused. To make a long story short, I was confused. But right now I'm on my hustle tip. I'm about to make this internet social media shit work for me. I'm glad I hooked up with you because you've been doing this consistently for years, and I know it's a lot of stuff I can learn from you. You know what I'm saying? Because I just been on the grind, man. I got 7 kids. I got 5 daughters and 2 sons, and I made sure all of them came out right. My son done graduated from college. You knew me before he went to college. He played football with Lamar Jackson. My youngest daughter about to go to college next week. All my children, they done did what they supposed. I'm on some me time now. You know what I'm saying? So it's about that time. Let's do it. It's time to learn. Like Nelly Fuller say, I'm still learning, bro. I never thought I knew it all then, and I know I don't know it all today. And I'm gonna get behind you, bro, because I like you. I've been watching you for years, bro, and you've been consistent. And I've been watching the suspect counterintelligence motherfuckers come at you for years, dog, and you ain't failed yet. I ain't seen you getting. You ain't came up. You ain't got no diamond rings and cars with. If you working for Homeland Security, motherfucker, in them cartel, you a buster, nigga. You supposed to be getting some money from them motherfuckers. You
Yeah,
should have.
but I actually started the straight Israelite pride, um, what I call it, industry.
Word.
Because we need industries to
Yeah. Hell yeah.
do stuff. So I created an industry. It's a movement, but it's an industry.
Yeah. We need money, bro. We can't do none of this without money.
Well, it's a part of my church. I started the church. You see the name, the True Israel of God?
No, I ain't see that.
Yeah, Israel Doctrine CEO, MC
Okay.
of the church, the Israel of God, the true Israel of God.
So you got a physical church where people come in on Sundays and shit like that. Saturdays. I know you're Israel, so y'all go on Saturday.
It's
Oh,
on,
that's a
it's on
joke. That
the
was a
internet.
joke. I was trying to be funny, dog. That was
No,
funny.
I mean it's actually true. It's on the internet. See, if
Word.
I had a physical church, they'll be trying to bomb the church. They'll be trying to come in there and shoot and do all those things. That's how much people hate me.
Yeah.
I just had a guy stop on Interstate 40 at the exit sign talking about I can pull up and parking and stuff because he tried to scare me. I'm like, I'm never scared. I'm gonna go tell the police. So if they see my body or see your body laying here, they already know what didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Never scared of anything. But yes, I mean, I'm a person that about being persistent. But we can speak all day. People, as I say, you ain't got to be afraid of me. If you call in and you want to speak about something, I exit from the building. I'll take myself off the screen just like.
Ah, get him, dog.
And then it'll be you and Brother Drew. Brother Drew is the co-host. I'm the host. And however you want it, you can have it. If you just want to speak to him about something,
I'm open to all questions. Anything you want to ask. Let's get the conversation started.
so if you're not afraid, come in and speak or call. You ain't got to say your name.
Well, just put up what you want to talk about. If they want to comment on what we're talking about, let's me and you talk. If they don't call in, then hey, they ain't got to call in. What you want to talk about, Carl?
True. What we talking about it?
What we talking about?
Do you believe in community?
Yes, there's no such thing but community. We can't do it without community.
And what did it used to take to raise a child?
A village,
A what?
a village.
A community.
Yeah, a community village.
Not a hood. Not a hood. A hood.
A hood is a community. It's just words, bro. You can say agua, you can say water. You know what I'm saying? You can say black, or you can say more. It's still the same thing, bro.
I, but see, I understand these things, and when I say it, you think I don't understand it, so you come at me like I don't understand it. I think
I
I
know
don't.
you understand it, but I want the people to understand. I'm talking to the people now.
But see, it was called neighborhood. A neighborhood is a community. A hood is not a neighborhood. It's not a community. To me, I'm just breaking it down as
Okay, to me, a hood is a neighborhood. It's just like saying agua and water. It's just like saying peace and salam. It's just the same thing. It's just like saying black and more. People go back and forth over words, bro. It
I'm
means
with
the
you. I'm,
same
I'm
thing.
a Ebonics man. I speak Ebonics more than I speak English.
Okay, that's
So
Ebonics is just another form of
it's the
language.
Ebony Phonics.
They put a name on Ebonics. They put a name on it to make it look bad. They put the name Ebonics on Ebonics to make black people look like they don't know how to talk.
But it only means Ebony Phonics.
Okay, well that's a good, but the stigmatism that they put on Ebony Phonics. This,
If
this
we understand white supremacy, we already know. And I understand white
there's a
supremacy.
stigma that they put on Ebony. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
I,
it's still the same thing.
I understand white
Bro,
supremacy.
bro,
You're gonna
let me
have
tell
to
you something about Ebonics. Let me tell you something about Ebonics. If it wasn't for Ebonics, you wouldn't have the American lexicon that you have today. People wouldn't be talking like they talk on the news today. You hear white people on the news saying, "Cool." That was something came up with the jazz people back in the 30s and the 40s. That chill. That was something that came up with the black people in the 70s. You know what I mean? They use all our words. Bling bling. That was something came up with Lil Wayne in the 70s. Everybody said Ebonics becomes this whole language they call American lexicon is a language that was created by black people. They told us it was bad. oh, y'all talking like niggas. But now look at the American language. Did none of these words we use today, they was using in the 40s and the 1800s. And all of them come from the black community.
So, quick question: who was Medusa?
Who
Was
what?
Medusa a white woman with snakes on her hair, or who was Medusa?
I don't get into all that semantics shit. I mean,
Ain't no,
it come
but
from Greek. It's Greek. It's Greek mythology. Now, Greek mythology has been mixed up so much over the years. They say it was a black woman with dreads. I done heard that story. It was a black woman with dreads. I done heard a story that it was supposed to be based on some Greek mythology stuff. But bruh, I'm like this, bruh. I live here in America on planet Earth. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to be
yeah, but I
all that
see
crazy.
what it is though. You get I don't know how deep
I
you
mean,
get, but
Medusa was. They say she was a black. Okay, I'm gonna get. Medusa was a black woman. That's who
right
Medusa was.
with
With
dreadlocks.
dreads. And motherfucker, look at. She was so pretty and so fine.
Who was what's the little white dog woman? Betty Boop.
That was a black woman. I forget her
Who was the
name.
Lone
Damn.
Ranger?
The
Who was the
Lone Ranger. That
Lone
was the brother damn, he's on start with a B. Yeah, he beat his slave master ass and ran out there to the west and became the Bass Masterson. That's his name.
So, I mean, I understand this thing. I know what whitewashing is. I understand all that. So, when we talk about the culture, our culture, I know our culture. I say
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been a nigga, but I've always been a black man. I've been a black man ever since I split the womb. Because if I choose to say I'm an Israelite man, they never gonna respect
Yeah. That's why I said I just go by black. I keep confusion down. One thing about the code, let me tell you about the code. You
me.
keep down confusion. Confusion, bro. They like to put confusion. Now you going, oh, I'm not black, I'm a Moor. I'm a black, I'm Hebrew Israelite. No, I'm black, I'm not black, I'm this. But bro, hold up. Let me say it. All of that is confusion. The part of the code is keeping down confusion. As long as we're going by all these titles and all these different words, Neil Fuller got another book called Independent Contemporary Code Concept Word Book, where it breaks down all words. These are the only two books this man ever wrote in his life. It breaks down words. They use words to confuse you. So while some people run around here calling themselves black, other people calling themselves Hebrew Israelites, other people calling themselves Moors, that's only keeping confusion between the people that needs to be moving.
Right, but see, like you used the term Hebrew Israelite. You ain't been around me enough to know. I hate that term. I truly hate.
I'm not talking about you and how you feel about that.
I
I'm
understand,
talking
but
about
I
I'm
brought
talking
that
about
up. I
see,
brought
see
that up.
that?
I don't know
That's
how we get confused. You got confused. I didn't get confused. I just said I hate the word, and it confused you like Hebrew
okay.
Israelite. How you hate the word? I don't know what.
Right, right. You just answered. You just responded with the right response to what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Confusion.
I'm just making
You,
statements.
listen. It's confusion. Just by me saying that, it confused our conversation. I wasn't even saying that.
Right. And I
I was
was
just
trying to unconfuse the conversation by saying I don't like the word Hebrew
see what
Israelite.
I'm
So
saying.
you would know from
And that's
future
all. And
reference.
that's all I was saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I use the word black to keep down confusion. You know what I mean? I just say I'm black. I know all that. I know we were Moors. I know all that. I know all of that. But I don't want confusion. Black is center. If I say black, everybody know who I'm talking about. If I say Moor, people are like, what's a Moor? Who's a Moor? Who's a Moor? If I say Hebrew, what's a Hebrew Israelite? What's that? What's that? If I can, you know what I'm saying?
You use
If I say black, everybody know who the fuck up. Black motherfucker. Oh, he's talking about him,
but
him, him. He Dominican. Oh, but him.
but you know the concept of black though, right?
I like this conversation, brother. What now?
Because if you say you black, you said I have no legal standings in
That's
law.
that's the confusion that they put up there. See that? See all that confusion? See that's confusion. See, you coming with all this confusion
Only a
talk.
person that
That's
want to be
no nigga. I want people to know
only,
who I'm is. You talking
I,
about all of that? That's confusion.
I understand that. I understand.
Man, no, that's
What's the
confusion,
matter?
Carl.
You that confused that?
No, I know. You know what that means.
But then why when I start trying to speak on it, you like
Because you know,
calm down.
I understand what you're saying. You know that. I know that. But
I want the
your mama
audience
don't
to
know
know.
that. Your mama don't know what that means.
My mama don't know nothing.
Your grandmama don't. Your cousins don't know. Your little
I'm
homies.
first generation. Ain't no generation before
Your
me.
little homies that you know that when you got your hair cut, them motherfuckers that was sitting around, they don't know what you talking about. That's confusion. You confusing the people. But if you say black, they're gonna say what? You go in there and say, man, these motherfuckers just killed a Hebrew Israelite and a Moor and everything. They gonna be like, what the fuck? Who did what? But if you
But
go in there
nigga,
and
I
say,
never used
but
that
no, if you
term.
go in there and say, hey, these motherfuckers just killed a black man on the corner, everybody gonna be like, well.
I hear you, but I'm saying I would never use those terms. I use Israelite. If you don't know what an Israelite is, that means you never read the book called the Bible.
That's confusion. You confusing the people.
How is it
They
confused?
killed an Israelite on the
That's
corner.
called a lack of knowledge.
But if you say they killed the Israel, they killed 4 Israelites.
1 second, brother. We getting a phone call.
Call from unseen. To accept, press 1.
Peace. What's up, Unseen? What you calling about,
I'm
bro?
gonna volume up this like.
I just want to know, how do you feel about Ron Savage and Bam Bada getting back together again?
That's their relationship or whatever it is. The man trying to protect his life. They would try to kill Ron Savage if he was still out here fighting against them.
But you don't feel all your covering for Ron Savage went in vain?
I don't feel no kind of way. I went out here marketing and promoting Ron Savage as someone that was going against Bam Bada.
Yes, you was. You don't. I still got those videos. You don't remember that?
Put the videos up, brother. I just said I wasn't one out here that was marketing and promoting. Ron Savage came over here, made a video, asked about that boy, and y'all hate him because he made that video, asked about that.
No. Israel doctrine.
Life.
Israel doctrine. Why you lying? You was trying to use Ron Savage to go after Hassan. You and Sarnetta. You was playing off your movement. What happened to that boy? And you started saying, protect Ron Savage. You know, see. So I know that stroke ain't messed your whole memory up that much.
Once again, sir, I don't feel no personal way about what Ron Savage do, because I went out here marketing and promoting him as
yes, you was, Israel doctrine.
Look, man, I will hang up on you if you said one more.
If you hang up on me, that don't bother me.
I ain't with the fuckboy shit, so I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But if you on that fuckboy shit, I ain't got time. Now I'm saying what I'm doing or what I did, and you don't want to accept it. That's a personal issue, and I don't have time for that. This show is not for a personal issue; it's for a community thing. So I will answer your question once again. Layla Wills, Troy Star Terrain, and all those people advertised Ron Savage as someone that was going against Bam Bada. I thought Ron and Hassan was going against Bam Bada at first. Then I found out Hassan took a picture to murder a boy. I spoke to Ron Savage about it, and Ron Savage came over here, made a video, and say, we need to join this movement and this and that. That stuff that y'all stuck on is before me, and when I start dealing with it, that's the situation. Ron's life became endangered when he made the video and asked what happened to the boy. Nobody spoke about it. Nobody paid attention to it. None of that. Because I'm not finna argue with you. You can bring your ass in the room or you can come on the phone, call again. But, I mean, we not finna do that shit. You don't act like a bitch, man. I ain't no bitch. I ain't doing that bitch nigga shit.
Why you trying to get all mad and huffy puffy and all that? I'm sitting there trying to talk to you.
Well, let's talk.
You trying to spin the narrative that all that was before your time, and it wasn't. That was part of the main reason me and you fell out. That was one of the reasons. I didn't agree with you trying to use Kate for Ron to go after Hassan when I was saying Ron was just as guilty.
You fell out and we fell out because y'all wanted to attack Ron. Ron had joined my movement. Hold up, brother. Hold up.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ron joined my movement and asked for the boy. Did he or did he not?
Get your stuff out. I'm not going to interrupt.
So I didn't have no problem with Ron. Y'all wanted to still attack Ron and he need to file lawsuits and shit. Y'all want to kill Ron. I don't want to kill him.
No. My position was when Ron came out, just like when Hassan came out, Ron made statements implicating himself in that cover-up. My whole thing was neither one of them, although they claimed they was child advocates, neither one of them was out here speaking to the youth, telling their story, saying this is what you don't do. That was my whole thing. And when I was hold on, I'm not gonna be long-winded.
Okay.
When I was trying to give you the audio that Ron had put out, that interview when he was saying he was covering for Bam, you didn't want to hear it. It was only when I dropped the audio, when I did that video, me and you got into it, because I still got that interview too, when you was like, well, I already played that. And I was like, when did you play this, Carl? You don't remember that?
So
don't worry. I'm going to do something on it. But go ahead.
It's all good. Once again, you talking about when Ron Savage and her son first came to the community, what Ron was saying and doing. Ron changed his conversation when he came over and made the video and asked what happened to the boy because he joined my movement. And that's when you all got mad and still wanted to jump on him about things he said when he first came out.
No. Listen. You and Sarnetta was banging on her son. Y'all was using Ron to go at her son. I was telling you in the back chat, that's not a good look because not only did he say he was covering for Bam himself, there was also allegations. Remember that girl came out and said Ron was trying to do pervy stuff to her when she was young?
Brother, hold up. When do all this conversation take place? Before he made the video, ask him what happened to the boy, or after he made the video? You got a time?
When you say, hold on. When you say, when did it take place? First off, I was telling you even before he came over there that neither one of their stories sound right. Then he came over and you started using them against Hassan. And it probably wasn't just you. He probably knew what he was doing. But regardless.
1 second, brother, 1 second. Because when did I start using him against Hassan? You got a video?
What do you mean?
Hold up. You got a video or something proving that I was using him against Hassan? I don't never hear him say, Carl said this or Carl said nothing.
No, he didn't have to say Carl said anything. When he did that, what happened to that boy? Then you jumped on that, and every day you were saying, Ron with us, Ron this, Ron that. You took the cue, hold on. You took the cue that Sarnetta was using to bang on her son. And then when Ron made that video, you took the bricks running with it. Look, and I was telling you, neither one of their stories sound right.
Listen, let me speak right quick. I hear everything you saying, but there's a chronology that breaks down what happened. Ron and her son came out. I was telling everybody before anybody knew that her son was a foul brother. Y'all shouldn't be following this brother. I done interviewed him. I done talked to him, this, that, and everything else. I never had a problem with Ron. Everybody else, even you yourself, had a problem with Ron Savage. Then at some point, Ron came over and joined my movement. And y'all wanted to jump on Ron Savage. And I was like, hold up, one sec. I was like, fuck y'all. I'm not jumping on Ron Savage because he done came out here and asked about that boy. Y'all don't give a fuck about that boy. Y'all want to jump this man. And I ain't with that shit.
Listen. So you don't recall saying that it's protect Ron, I ain't going against Ron and all that. It's basically what you just saying now. Hold on. It's basically what you just saying now. And I'm saying to you, like back then when I dropped that audio and me and you got into it, how can you sit here and say protect Ron when you're not questioning Ron on the audio when he said he was protecting Bam? You overlooking that just because Ron is over getting help from you to bang on her side. You overlooking what Ron said.
So
Ron was just as guilty.
Mm-hmm. Look.
Where do you think?
Hold up, brother. Because what you doing is spreading false information, saying Ron.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Hold up. Number one, you came out here and tried to tell the world that I said some lying ass shit to you in the back chat. You
did.
Listen, you're not a friend of mine. You a lying ass nigga. And
you did.
Look, I don't know what they paying you and why they paying you and how they paying
Nobody
you.
Paying me for nothing.
Listen, to how they set me up on some saying what you
said. Listen, man, the bottom line is you trying to distract from this conversation because you was caping for Ron, knowing Ron was just as guilty as his son. That's the bottom line.
Did her son join my movement and ask about the boy? Anybody in my
We're not talking about her son. We're talking about Ron.
Listen, brother, listen. Anybody that joined my movement, my job was to protect them because I was the head of my movement. I had to protect everybody. That's why I called the feds. Hold up. That's why I called the feds and said her son was trying to kill Sinetta wife, Sinetta children, Obario Sashion, whatever the fuck his name is, and all these other people, Ron, and other people that was up there in New York City. But y'all never gave a fuck about that because y'all wouldn't bring y'all bitch ass out here in these YouTube streets and talk about it. Now,
hold on. You lying. You straight lying.
Y'all want to bring y'all ass out here and talk about this shit and jump on people and shit. I already did the work, brother. I done laid the foundation.
You lying.
I will win. I don't give a fuck what y'all trying to do. Y'all would.
You lying right now, Carl. Now let me speak. I'll let you speak. First of all, you lying. Listen, you said I'm talking about coming out on the internet. You remember when you was like, should I take the what happened to that boy movement up to New York? And you did the live saying that. And in the back chat, I told you, if you want to go up to New York, I'll go with you. I can bring about 30 people to make sure you straight, you okay. Not on no rah-rah shit, just to make sure you okay, nothing happened to you. What you do?
If you say
you
that
chickened out.
Stroke, I don't
you chickened out. You chickened out. You just wanted to stay on the internet. How can you be boots on the ground and be serious about what happened to that boy if you was not willing to come out of Arkansas and go do something about it, boots on the ground? So when you say we wasn't...
Listen once again, just for a sec. You on here lying like a motherfucker, like I said.
No.
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me.
Why you gonna lie like that?
Hey, can we cut this shit short? That's just some personal shit. I ain't come over here for this, dog. I got shit to do, bro.
I mean, if you want to leave, you can leave.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I can't just sit around and watch niggas talk about gay shit, dog. These are some grown ass gay men that was fucking each other, and then once they get older, they want to come out and tell on each other.
Yeah, but see what
that ain't no. I don't come. I got better things to do with my time to talk about grown ass gay men. These men were fucking each other, dog. That's all it's about. And fuck who did what. And they faggots. I mean, gay people. I don't want to use the F-bomb, but them motherfuckers. Y'all talking about gay people, dog. Fuck that gay shit, dog. Can we talk about what I came here for?
Yeah, well, see,
he Ron Campbell is a punk. That nigga Ron Savage is a punk. Bam, but let's not waste our time talking about punks, bro. That's confusion. Nelly Fuller Jr. say they only confuse us, dog. They confuse sexuality. That's one of the 9 areas of activity, dog. This is confusion. Man, you supposed to be talking about something real. They got us talking about some gay shit, dog. If you don't understand white supremacy, everything you think you understand is only going to confuse you, dog. Can we get the fuck off of this? Talk about these faggot ass niggas, dog.
What? That's what happened.
Fucking each other, dog. And they tell me, "Oh, you was fucking me when I was 12, nigga. You went back when you was 25." No, nigga, he didn't. No, they got pictures of you hanging with this nigga in your 30s, but he raped you when you were 17. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to talk about sissies, dog. And they confuse us with this shit. Sexuality is one of the 9 areas of activity that they use to confuse us.
Well, I'm glad you pulled the code out on this code.
Man, fuck this shit y'all talking about, man. We got real shit to talk about. Y'all talk about some sissy niggas who was fucking each other, and now they telling, "Oh, he fucked me when I was 12. Oh, he fucked me when I was 17. Man,
come over in the morning. We'll talk about it in the morning.
Yeah, y'all niggas talk about this by y'allself, nigga. Y'all want to talk about gay people. I don't want to talk about no sissies. I ain't come over here to listen to the niggas talk about sissies, man. All them niggas sissies. All them sissies, dog. That's what we called them in the 70s. Sissies.
They in the hood. They in the hood. They in the neighborhood.
We love them. We love sissies, dog. We love Luther Vandross. We love Teddy Pendergrass. We love Freddie Jackson. We love James Cleveland. We love the tambourine player at the church. We love all the mother. But they try to act like we hate gay people. No, nigga, they use that to confuse us. Let's move on to the next topic, bro. Man, fuck them sissies.
Thanks for the code. Anybody else want to call in and stuff? Because that's all that was confusion.
It's confusion. It took us from the whole conversation. This cartel nigga called you to talk about some sissies. And y'all went into a whole rant. I'm smoking, went back and forth, I warm my food up. It's probably getting cold.
See, like I told him, about 2-3 weeks ago, he was saying I was sitting on the bed.
Man, I don't want to talk about that nigga no more. Let's move to the next subject, dog. It's confusion, dog.
Okay, start a subject up then.
Okay, hip hop.
Hip hop.
What you feel about they saying that Jamaicans and Latinos co-created hip hop 50-50?
Well, I would say that Kool Herc was a Jamaican, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there go Jamaica. And the Latinos, they was hanging around with some blacks. Everybody hang out with us.
Okay.
There was some around. Did they help create the foundation of it?
50-50 co-created, not just was there.
Well,
you can go see Star Wars. That don't mean you made the movie.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it was some around. But was they doing the work, or was they just?
The question is, the question not. I said, how do you feel about Jamaicans and Latinos being 50-50 co-creators? This is
I don't think they was 50-50. I think they was
50-50 co-creators.
It was 50-50 nothing but hang-arounds. They hung around their buddies that was doing the shit. Now, when breakdancing and all that stuff came around, hip-hop was already...
Breakdancing started in 71. You got Freeze and the Green-Eyed Genie. You got Sosa. You got...
Which one of them was Latino?
None of them.
There you go. I know when the Cold Crush and all of them people, and...
They didn't come around till late. The hip-hop has been out for years when they came out.
Yeah, so it started in the ghetto. It was some Latinos in the ghetto, but they wasn't doing what the blacks was doing.
They couldn't even hang with us. They got in trouble for hanging with us. You hanging with the Cocolos. You over there. You doing the nigga shit. And even Kool Herc. You say Kool Herc, he was Jamaican. Yeah, but guess what? Kool Herc was doing what he saw in America. He didn't do nothing. He ain't bring nothing from Jamaica here. He was watching the brothers in Brooklyn. He was watching the brother John Brown. He'll tell you he got the merry-go-round from watching his brother.
I hear what you're saying, but if he a Jamaican, though he wasn't in Jamaica, he didn't learn it in Jamaica. A Jamaican was a part of the foundation.
He did what you doing? He saw us doing it. He created it.
Call from unseen. To accept.
Brother, what is it you want? You heard the brother put the code down, said we're not going to talk about that gay shit. Call in the morning.
Listen, man, I ain't talking about that. Let me say, y'all talking about hip hop, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell the brother one thing. I'm not a fed or a COINTEL. Let's get that out the way. So as far as hip hop and starting it and who created it, we must all remember that how did hip hop start? When hip hop started, the music, the DJs was playing, they was playing the break beats from all kind of records, rock and roll records, Queen, all them different. So when we say hip hop, now I disagree with people like Busta Rhymes and all them talking about some American blacks have no culture, that islanders started hip hop. I disagree with that. But I can say that it was not just, if you're going to say hip hop was created, it was a so-called, what we would say, the United States thing, and it was a lot of different elements involved in that. Now, I'm just focusing in on the music. The music part, we use all different types of music to start hip hop. Like I said, rock, jazz. That's why when it started, it was hip hop, bebop. People keep forgetting about the bebop in hip hop. So we use all different type of music to sample and splice to get it going. You look at record labels like Def Jam and them.
Hey, excuse me.
Def Jam, although people don't want to remember it.
Hey, hold up, excuse me, brother.
Who's speaking?
I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, so could you just
go ahead?
Just calm it down a little bit, because I'm agreeing with everything you're saying.
What'd you say?
You don't have to be so hostile. I agree with everything you said.
Hello?
I agree with everything you're saying.
He can't hear you. He said he agree with everything you're saying. I forget he can't hear you. He can hear me because the phone is over here.
Oh, okay. Well, tell him I said I agree with everything he's saying. Just relax.
Yeah, I forgot what
he hyping a motherfucker. That nigga, that guy, he ready
but
to fight.
He still amped up from the initial conversation.
But I want to hear what he got to say.
You can hear him. He can't hear you. My bad. I forget.
Let him calm down. He said some good shit.
Hello?
Yeah. He can't hear you, but I can hear you, so I'm interpreting for him. He said he agreed with everything you say. Calm down a little bit. You still hype from the beginning conversation. Go ahead.
Hold on. Oh. No, I was saying that when we look at hip hop, as far as the music aspect of it, you can't deny that we use different genres of music. And if you look at Def Jam, I guess, I don't know, it's debatable, the pioneer, because really the true pioneer of hip hop was Sylvia. Y'all see, it was a sister.
Sylvia Robinson, you right.
She was the true pioneer of hip hop. Not saying she created it. She was the pioneer, because it was not for her, the world wouldn't know about hip hop. She is the one who brought it to the world. She is the one who started Sugar Hill Records and broke that record and brought it to the world. Rappers Delight. So, but if we're looking at hip hop and its origins and how it's created, just dealing with the music and specifically, we use all different genres of music to create that sound. So we cannot just say it was just like an African American thing per se, because there was a lot of elements involved in that. Now, did we create it? Yes, we did. So I don't agree with Busta Rhymes and them, all them talking about something. Well, I said that. Did y'all hear that part?
Well, a lot of them people are doing simp type stuff. They want the other people to be involved in hip hop so much they want to give them a piece of it, and it's like this stuff started on the Soul Train and everything. Hip hop, it grew. It was black culture. It was black people doing stuff, and other people started seeing it, and they wanted to be a part of it, and they started integrating into what the blacks was doing. From what I know, did you agree?
I think he gone, but bro, he said everything. He said what I was trying to say. I would try to say that ain't nobody else add anything to hip hop. I said black FBA Americans created hip hop. I'm from the South. We got this shit we call gumbo. You should know about gumbo. You from Arkansas. You get you a big pot of some water. You get your shit, you put it in there. You get you some corn. Get you some crabs and some shit, put it in there, and you got you a nice gumbo. But guess what? Somebody else can come over and say, "Hey, this shit is delicious. Next time, I'm gonna bring some crawfish and put it in here." Bam! Put some crawfish in that motherfucker. Next time, I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna get some shrimp. I'm gonna bring some shrimp and put it in there." Bam! That shit delicious. Then somebody, hey, I got some clams. I got some oysters. I got everybody just come and add their shit to it. But it's delicious. If it wasn't for them oysters, that shit wouldn't taste like it tastes today. If it wasn't for them clams, it wouldn't taste like it tastes today. One for them shrimp. But who created the original fucking gumbo? That's all I'm trying to say. It wasn't no Jamaicans.
He done fell off.
I know he'll be back. He'll be back. That nigga passionate. He'll be back. But all I'm saying is we created it. Jamaicans ain't have nothing to do with the creation of hip hop. Kool Herc couldn't play motherfucking reggae when he came to over here. We wasn't listening to no damn Bob Marley in the 70s. Wasn't wearing no goddamn fishnet shirts, red, black, and green fishnet shirts. Kool Herc had to act like he was from America. He had to play the music that John Brown, his homeboy, was playing. He had to play the music that Grand Wizard Theodore and all that. Not Grand, he came a little later, but he had to play the stuff that Mario was playing. You know what I mean? Mario and all. But then, like the brother who just got off the phone said, you got your African Bambatas come in, and they got this eclectic mind. You know what I mean? He was like, hey, let's take some African music and throw it in here. Hey, let's take some Spanish music. See, Bam, people don't talk about Bam. Bam was one of the first ones who came and started throwing other aspects into the music. One of the first ones, not the first ones. You know what I mean? But it was always us who started it. Everybody came in. The Jamaicans, them niggas wasn't acting like they was Jamaican in no damn Queens. They had to act like they had to lie. They had to learn how to talk. Coke LaRock, who was the first MC, he said that Bambaataa, he didn't even know Bambaataa was Jamaican 2 years later. And he was Bambaataa's first MC. He's like, man, I ain't know Bambaataa was Jamaican. We ain't play no shit got to do with no Jamaican. So how could Jamaica influence it? You had a Jamaican person come to your house and pick up your frying pan and start eating your food, and then he take your food and give it out to people. They say, ooh, he brought this food from over. It's Jamaican gave me this. Nigga, I cooked it. But I got it from the Jamaican. Nigga, he got the recipe from me. He got my whole recipe. I cooked the food. He took it and put it in a plate and gave it to you, and now you gonna say a Jamaican made it. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Marshall Mathers.
All of it come from the South, brother.
Marshall Mathers did it.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga came to my house. I cooked some food. He put it in a styrofoam plate and went and sold it. And now they saying this Jamaican food. Get the fuck out of here.
Marshall Mathers did it. I'm the real ship's slave.
Okay? And like the brother said earlier, Sylvia Robinson, man, she is the pioneer of hip-hop. That brother knew what he was talking about. That's why I just wanted him to calm down, because he was so hyped about that gay shit. Man, leave that gay shit alone. That shit confuse us, bro. Let's stay on some man shit.
Ooh, hear Nettie Fuller speak about it. I think I done heard when he spoke about it. He spoke about it so good. I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta use that."
What's that?
When he was talking about that, he was like, "You don't understand that because you don't understand white supremacy and how it."
Yeah, that's right. If you don't understand, I'm gonna look in the camera and say this shit with my glasses up. If you don't understand white racism, white supremacy, everything you think you know will only confuse you. and you ain't got to get the book Independent Compensatory Concept Code System. You can go to YouTube and just put in Nilly Fuller Jr. Just put it in and watch what. Click on the first video to come up. My brother's still alive. He in his 90s. He's still alive, bro.
I'm talking to the computer. Nilly Fuller Jr.
You can click on the first thing come up on YouTube and you play that shit. As long as it ain't too long. But they got cartoons and shit for the kids. I let my grandkids listen to this shit, cuz. I ain't got time for confusion. They coming in about gay motherfuckers shit. We talking about some real shit. Ron Savage and all that shit. It's like 8 years old, ain't it? That shit happened 8 years ago.
I'm here.
It ain't come up.
Yeah, I got it. Keep on with the hip hop stuff though. It seemed like.
But what I was saying about you say Cool Herc, he's Jamaican. We don't take nothing away from Herc, man, because that first party he had, that was the litmus for hip hop. But it was already in existence for him to do that. He had already been to parties when he saw other DJs doing it, like Mario, Disco King Mario. You got the brother John Brown, who was already mixing break beats, and Cool Herc even was on Combat. Was it Combat Jack? Yeah, Combat Jack. He was talking to the brother, and he was talking about the first time he saw that was John Brown, a little young brother. These were kids too, bro. These wasn't like grown men. These people was like 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. The older people owned equipment, and they wasn't nothing but about 19 to 20. I don't think Mario was like 18, 19 years old. And he was the one who started the club, the real B-boy parties where the B-boys can come out and break. You had the brothers from what was that? There was the Queens. What was the name? Start with a B. I'm not from New York. This third-hand information for me. But you had the brother FaZe, Green Eyed Genie. You had damn. Anyway, I don't want to misquote myself. But by the time Herc came around, they were already doing it. Herc and his sister wanted to have a party to go back to school to buy some clothes and shit. And they had this party, and the party blew up. About 50 people came, and everybody talked about it because it was so big. And Herc was like, shit, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that again. So every time he did it again, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. But people was already doing it. That's like me going to get some jerk chicken and oxtails, and I start selling it and saying it's an American dish. You know, nigga, I learned that from the Jamaicans around the corner. You know what I mean? I sell beef patties. Now. I bought these beef patties from America, and I make the beef patties blow up. And now I'm saying the beef patties is an American dish. Man, them motherfucking dreads will kill my ass. Y'all find me somewhere laid up, macheted up. Them motherfuckers come get me with nothing but machetes.
Yeah, well, that's a lot to do with culture appropriation, culture vultures, and people. Now, the people that's trying to do what they do, I wouldn't call culture vultures. Some of them was just hanging out with their homies, and they was like, "Shit, I was there when it was going down, man. The shit happened right there in front of me."
Yeah, like, but you was sitting there watching me make the motherfucking beef patty
stuff and everything.
You didn't make the beef patty. Yeah. So since you watch me make a beef patty, you gonna claim it?
Well, that's how most people do it nowadays.
Oh, I know exactly how he made them oxtails. I can do it myself.
I was in the studio when he was dissing Kendrick, and you didn't rap.
Okay.
You engineered it. What you do? What?
Okay, let me break it down like this. I was just thinking when you said that. Let's say you watch me get some oxtails, and I put some flour on them, and I season them up, and I put them in there, and I go get my potatoes and all my vegetables and mix it up. I get all my sauces and everything, and you watch me let these motherfuckers simmer for 2 or 3 hours, and them motherfuckers come out perfect. And I let you eat them, and you like, man, this shit good. I'm gonna do this, and then you take it, and then you add a little something to it, and then you start selling it. Is that your recipe? Did you create that, or did you watch me make that, and you took and then you went and did it? Huh? That's a question.
Oh, I watch.
So that's what Kool Herc is to me. Kool Herc ain't do nothing but watch a nigga make some oxtails, and he went out there and sold them. Case in point. And I want to leave. I'm gonna leave that right there where it lay. If anybody can come back on that, then ain't nothing else to talk about. Puerto Ricans was there. They was watching us do the shit, but they ain't cook the shit. I put them motherfucking oxtails in there. I cleaned them motherfuckers, cut the fat off them. I'm the one who put the salt and the pepper in there and cut up the motherfucking onions and vegetables and threw them motherfuckers in there. You just watch me do it and went and sold it. Thief. That's what you call a thief. And then put your name on it.
Well, that's what happened. A lot of people thought hip hop was gonna fail.
Yeah, they've been saying that since it came out.
And then it fucked around and became number one.
Is to this day the most dominant music genre in the world.
$1 million, this and that. But let's get on Mr. Millie Fuller.
Okay, let's go back.
There he is right there. You want to play something?
Yeah, let me think of something. Black people should not trust each other. Say that.
Well, that's it.
Just type it in. Black Millie Fuller Jr. Why black people should not trust each other. Black people stay away from each other.
That black people need to stay away from each other. Since you brought up black people in your last statement, why did you say that black people need to stay away from each other unless there's going to be some productivity?
Yes, black people should stay away from each other because as victims of racism, the racists have filled our minds full of poison. So whenever we come in contact with each other, the poison immediately begins to spread. Black people walk around full of poison. You can almost see it in our eyes. When we pass each other on the sidewalks, we're loaded with it. It's been put there. We weren't born with it. We didn't have that look in our eyes when we were little people, just little toddlers. We were wide open to the world, just like all people are when you're a toddler. But when you are in an evil system, a system that is designed deliberately to produce evil thoughts, to produce animosity, to produce violence, then that toddler, as he or she grows, begins to pick up the poison that's already here. And then the poison is spread as that person comes in contact, particularly with persons of like persuasion. This is why black people sitting on a bus, you can almost feel the atmosphere of hostility there. That's not a natural thing. That's artificial. And it's all put there by the white supremacists long before the bus was built, long before the people got on the bus. Every black person must realize this. So what do you do about it? Codification is all about what you do. You make sure that anything that you say to someone before you open your mouth is of constructive value. Anything that you do with someone, you sit down and plan it first and make sure that what you're planning is of constructive value. Otherwise, black people should go the other way when they see each other. They shouldn't even come in contact with each other. They should cross the street almost before they say anything to each other, because once they say anything, the poison starts, unless they already have something in mind to say that is of constructive value. And we just tried this. This is what you call the process of counter-racist codification. You're working against racism right there. But see, black people just cannot continue to do like they're doing, and that is wait until they make contact and then try to figure out what to say and what to do, and it comes out all messed up right from the jump. As we well know from experience, we should have learned that by now. So we should agree that we avoid each other. Avoid each other like we are carrying SARS.
That's what I was going to say, put in the terms of that we're carrying viruses.
Yes. Yes. There is such a virus as, social.
So that's the type of thing that happens in this community. And that's what needs to be cultivated. And that's why I started this back up, because no one is talking about this when I'm on the internet and looking, people not telling people, hey, look, man, avoid the bullshit. That's why I say I appreciate when you said that. It was like, leave that shit alone.
Yeah, confusion. If you can recognize confusion, bro, you get past so much stuff. It took me years, brother. I'm talking about I was in my late 30s before I realized I was letting confusion confuse me. You know what I mean? You got to recognize, oh, this is just a distraction. Me and you were talking a great conversation till that brother called in, and y'all went off into one of the 9 areas of activity, some gay shit. Why y'all talking about gay shit? We got bigger
LGBTQIA plus.
Them niggas gay, man.
LGBTQIA plus shit.
I can see if he told on him when he was little. Nigga, you telling on him now and you fucking 50 years old? Is you out your fucking mind? That's for kids to sit around and argue about. I'm a grown-ass man, brother. I'm a grown-ass man. But that was, you gonna finish playing this or you gonna play something else?
I'm finna play it as soon as you stop talking.
All right. Hey, look this up while you're doing that. 9 areas of activity. Nilly Fuller Jr. 9 areas.
Viruses that we send, messages that we send with eye contact, with everything. This is why you'll find a black person who will gun down someone with a 9mm in a line in a grocery store about nothing but a look. Mm-hmm. We're so full of poison. We're loaded with it. So if we back off from each other, avoid each other, and say, now, I'm not going to say anything to this person that I see coming a block away unless it's something constructive. Otherwise, I'm going to avoid eye contact and every other kind of contact. Well, see, now, there is a governor on black people where that poison doesn't take place. And that is when that same black people, 2 black people coming down the street, they will start building up poison for each other a block away. But when they come in contact with white people, the poison is nullified because they know that white people can put a hurting on them. They know where power really is. Unless, of course, they happen to corner some white person off somewhere in an alley or something. But black people don't have that automatic poison rising to the surface because the poison hasn't been put there for them to have that kind of animosity toward white people. Now, that's not to say that it should be there, but the poison shouldn't be there at all. Black people should be like Mr. Rogers when it comes to interacting with each other.
Sending gift cards in bulk can be a nightmare. But what if it could be tremendous?
Is this subconscious that we have this poison in us and that are not aware of it? And I know that the answer to the question, but I have to pose the question to you.
We're not only aware of it, we have come to glorify it.
Yeah.
Black people wake up in the morning thinking about how we can spread poison among each other.
Consciously
and we call
or
it,
subconsciously?
It's conscious because now it has become the black lifestyle. We call it the ghetto lifestyle. We call it the black community lifestyle. It is a major disaster of the planet. Major. This is why we slaughter each other all over the planet in huge numbers, just like it's nothing at all. It's nothing like the sound of the 9mm, one of Adolf Hitler's favorite cartridges. Hitler's been long dead, and he is reported to have not cared very much for black people. But one of the bullets that came out of World War II was a 9mm cartridge, and it is being used everywhere among black people and glorified as the principal instrument for spreading poison and making death among black people wherever they happen to be. The sound of the 9mm in the night. Pow, 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 pow.
What that day?
No, you sing.
Pow. Glorified and enjoyed by many black people wherever they happen to be. It is a total universal disgrace. But we have that. So how do you avoid it? Avoid contact. A bunch of black people getting together, 10 of them, with no constructive agenda, always means something ugly. Always. No constructive agenda. Pre-planned in detail. The Million Man March worked because it was pre-planned.
So what about
it was of constructive value, and
So
everyone understood that. It's not something that's in the...
So people, I hope y'all are really listening to this, man, because that's what this platform is all about. It's about huddling up. We can have disagreements, but we got to be able to speak as men and stop attacking a man and falsifying and lying on. Look, anything. Number one, I had a stroke. For anybody that don't know, I had a stroke, meaning half of my goddamn brain was a blood clot. Signals that used to go to my left side, it happened on the right side. My left side stopped moving for a month or so. I've been fucked up. My thoughts and everything left me for a couple months. I couldn't even get on my social media shit because I couldn't remember the codes to get in it. I was fucked up. I thought it was a light thing, but it wasn't a light thing. And y'all be trying to get me to remember shit. And if it don't come, it don't come. If I tell you I don't remember, I ain't got a lot of you. I tell you kiss my motherfucking ass before I lie to you.
Word.
So don't be trying to hold me to no old school shit and everything. I know that I was out here. Half of my shit that was on Israel Doctrine Reloaded, they destroyed the channel, so it ain't no proof that the shit exists. I got to get YouTube to give me my videos back and say, look at this video. Look what we was talking about. Look what happened in this video, because half of my goddamn brain was fucked up. So y'all can play what y'all want, but when I go to court, I ain't gonna be lying. I'm sorry, I don't remember shit. I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. And unless you got proof, you can't prove shit. I win. The Lord fixed all this shit. I told y'all back when I started first getting back on YouTube that the Lord took all y'all people away from me and everything by giving me a stroke, letting me call the feds and do all the things that I did. And everybody backed up. Now, 11 years later from April the 13th, y'all want to talk to me about stuff? That's not constructive. I'm here for constructive shit. So I'm going to say this. From now on, if y'all don't call in and talk about what the fuck is going on this show, I'm going to hang up on your motherfucking ass. This is going to be it.
And that's real. That's how you got to keep it, because man, the enemy like to keep us confused, bro. I mean, even with the agents and the provocateurs, it just has about. I apologize to the brother for calling him COINTELPRO and all that. He probably just passionate about homosexual shit. You know, I don't know that brother. He might like, you know, I don't get into gay shit. I don't like talking about gay shit. A lot of people like talking about gay shit. So I ain't in that community. I respect them. They can do what they got to do. But come on, man. We talking about something black. Don't call in there talk about no goddamn sisters when I'm on here.
All right, let's listen to Nilly so we can stay constructive.
The people, by nature, is something that's carefully planted there. So you can remove that, if no more than just temporarily, by having a plan. Say now, when everyone does this, when we all come together, the agenda is as follows. Everyone will deport themselves with decorum. There will be no throwing down of trash. And if you happen to throw some down or see some that's been thrown down, pick it up and put it in a receptacle. Now see, this is a pre-plan. Now black people work very well. This is why the churches, for the most part, work. When black people come to church, they have a code.
That's what I was going to ask you about the black church.
So black people, well, when black people at least come to church, they at least have an agreement in advance. So we're going to kind of act like for a few hours we have some sense. Unlike the way we acted before we came in here, even though when we leave here, we're going to revert to type. But for 2 or 3 hours, we're going to go according to the little code that we have set up about the way you conduct yourself during these services. And so that's just a little respite.
What about religion?
Well, religion is nothing. Here again, you define what is a religion. It's a strong belief backed up by action.
Okay.
Now, the strongest religion on the planet is the religion of white supremacy. Now, a person might say, well, white supremacy is not a religion. Yes, it is. It's a strong belief backed up by action that has a God. Well, what is the God of a white supremacist? The God of a white supremacist is a white supremacist. They are their own gods. This is why they are very determined and very focused and very arrogant and very efficient. When they get ready to do anything, they have total confidence, and they do not take kindly to any images of a God that does not look exactly like them. They consider any other images as being inferior or non-existent.
Okay.
So it's everything that a white supremacist does reinforces white supremacy. They don't come around. They don't even come around black people unless they have that in mind.
Or unless they have
Everything.
to. Unless they have to.
Yes. And the only time they do, only time they show up anywhere, it has something to do with the muscle of white supremacy. Otherwise, they're not going to show. Even when they come in the guise of doing other things, as people who are called Indians would testify. They'll say that they come, here again with the words, the forked tongue. And they're very efficient. But I don't want to spend all of the day just talking about what they do. A lot of people are familiar with that. And a lot of people may not be. But I also want to emphasize, what do you do? Like we have touched on some things.
Yes.
In every instance, meaning in every situation that you're in, there should be a prescribed way. That's the one thing that black people do not have, is a codified way of handling every situation. Not some, not guesswork, not shuffling and head scratching and wondering what to do or what to say, but
so once again, we're going to set a code of how you conduct yourself when you come to this platform. This is Inside the Huddle with Israel Doctrine. And if you're not talking Bible, which is a positive thing to talk, or some religious, you call it religious, I call it spiritual thing or whatever. And if it ain't about helping the community, look, man, don't bring that shit over here. Please don't. This is the second episode. I mean, it's a podcast, so people gonna hear all of that and everything. But the rules and regulations over here is the conversation that we having over here, and it's journeying into the cultivation of the community with the huddle. And if your conversation ain't about cultivating the mind of someone outside of yourself, please take it away from here. So we're gonna have to have some compensatory shit that comes up, but we just left out of the 8:30 period, so I would like to play this.
This summit, this meeting of the minds of scholars and giants in the knowledge of the Word of God will prove to be both a challenge of wit, will, patience and knowledge of scholarship, but also love of mankind and fellowship among brothers who come together as men to reason as Scripture dictate.
So it's about coming together as brothers and sisters and reasoning as the scriptures dictate. I ain't dictating that. I'm following the dictation of the scriptures. If we ain't doing that, please leave that bullshit to the side. Ain't got time for it. Back to Nutty Fuller Jr. And at 9 o'clock, we'll be up out of here.
Precision work. That's the one thing that's missing. That's the one thing that has been missing ever since everybody started trying to deal with racism.
That's it, people.
That's that part.
So, you want to close it out? You want to talk about hip-hop or something? Or
No, I want to stay on the code, brother. Let's stay on the code. That hip-hop, that's a deflection also.
Okay.
So, what we need to understand, brother, is we need to be on code and we need to know how to interact with each other. That's what that video was about. And if we can't interact with each other on one accord, we need to stay away from each other because we're only going to bring harm to each other. We all got families, we all got friends, we got wives, we got children, you know, and we got loved ones that we want to go home to. And we don't want to have them coming to the damn jail, driving 3 hours and getting searched by the motherfucking COs and all that. That's some humiliating shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what people don't think about that when they do all this stupid shit. Like the little motherfuckers running around here robbing and killing each other. They go into prison and they're in there for the rest of their life. But their family, their girlfriends, their mamas, their children, they got to go to the prison and drive for fucking 40 miles on a long stretch road. And then when they get there, they got to get searched and body searched like they criminals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of that matters. People don't think about the little stuff in this, right? You know what I'm saying? So we need to just be on code and learn how to get along with each other and understand how to navigate ourselves through these 9 areas of activity which control us, and understand that white supremacy controls everything about us, bro. We just got to know how to move in this shit like a snake. You know what I mean? Like George Clinton said, I'm gonna move like a eel through seaweed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so here go 9 areas. I looked it up and I found this link and I think it's pretty decent. So we're gonna go through them.
Yeah, let's do it.
An overview of racism,
No.
counter white supremacy, and the 9 major areas of activity.
Carl,
I'm listening.
I sent you a link, bro. Go to your phone. It's Nelly Fuller Jr. 9 areas of activity. That ain't gonna work right there.
Go where?
YouTube, Nelly Fuller Jr. 9 areas of activity. Just put it in your YouTube.
It's the back chat. I can't. My phone. I'm on the computer. If I do it on my phone, it's gonna be on my phone. I ain't gonna.
But just go to YouTube.
Let me see.
Do what you just did before. Put in Nelly Fuller Jr. 9 areas of activity. That ain't gonna work there. That ain't.
1 second, brother. 1 second.
That sounds like the enemy talking.
I forget you an elderly brother. You got a short, whatever you call it, too. So
I ain't elderly. I'm an elder.
You're elderly.
I'm an elder. I like elder.
Well, elder good.
Just go back to YouTube where you was just before.
Brother.
Okay, my bad. I'm chill. I'm old, bro. You know I'm an old irony nigga.
You're an elderly brother. That's why I just said that. 1 second.
God damn it, push the thing. Get the thing. God damn it.
1 second.
Get the thing right there. The button.
1 second. We're gonna get together. We gotta cohesively work together.
Yeah, we're gonna get it together. This on the
our first show ever together. So
man, if we could do it like this now, man, just think when we get it together, bro.
So let me share this down. It's gonna be our last little rendezvous on this show. Then we're gonna be. I had to go to therapy today, so I didn't have all day to set up the show.
Okay.
I have time tomorrow to set up the show and everything, so it'll be more conducive to what we're trying to do here.
Well, there's a system of white supremacy in place, which just means just mistreatment and domination and use of people in a royalist manner based on color. That's basically what it is. That's what racism is. It's just a variation of the of royalism, but it's based on color rather than on other things like lineage and who your father was and what your name was. I mean, 1,000 years ago, and certain sets of traditions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what basically racism is, and it's turned out to be the most powerful form of royalism in the known universe now, in the form of what we call racism and or white supremacy. Now, in any structure that's dominant, you have to dominate the people in all areas of activity. If you don't dominate them in all areas of activity, then other areas of activity will slip away from the domination factor. And you have 9 areas, according to what I have written, that would just about cover most things. I think that's adequate enough. Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war.
Did you hear those?
Turn to prominence in.
Did you hear those last night? Those 9 areas?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that's all areas of activity that dominates all human beings, not just black people. Entertainment, sex, labor, law, education, sex, and war. So once we understand how to deal with white supremacy, when we meet that in those areas, then that's when we come up with the code.
Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, war. Here it is.
But health, that's medicine. But
Neely Fuller, Jr. categorized the 9 areas of people activity. His colleague Francis Cresswell-Singh added the 10th asterisk. 1. Economics 2. Education 3. Entertainment 4. Labor 5. Law 6. Politics 7. Religion 8. Sex 9. War 10. Health asterisk.
Now, let's talk politics. Kamala Harris, is she black from your perspective?
She don't even look black.
I'm
starting with the visuals. I'm starting with the visuals now. You asked me a question. You know I like to drag it out. How long we got?
20 minutes.
Okay. Damn, I think I need to get. Let me plug in my laptop, brother. Hold on. Give me
all right.
Play some
Kamala Harris, is she black? That's the question. A lot of people speak on it, and I don't think they do it justice. All right, brother, it's on you.
All right, Kamala Harris. Number 1, just from the visuals, she don't look black. If I see her walk, just the way she looks now, even the way she looked in her old college pictures from the 80s, she don't look black. I mean, I would think she was something else. You know what I mean? Now, that apart, her mother is East Indian, okay? And her father is Jamaican. On her birth certificate, it says Jamaican. It don't say black, it says Jamaican. Now, if you know anything about the caste system in Jamaica, they got so many different classes over there. You got Indians, you got Chinese people in Jamaica. You know that, right? You got East Indians, you got Chinese people, you got white people, you got Dutch, you got motherfucking you got people from Ireland. All these people are considered Jamaican. And then you got the people who are visually Jamaican, who are the Africans. You understand? Her father is not one of the Africans. Her father is one of those other Jamaicans. He's only Jamaican by name because that's where he's from. He's not an African. So just by her father being from Jamaica, they say he's black. All Jamaicans aren't black. Just like all Americans aren't white.
That's that white supremacy you was dealing with or something.
No, what I'm saying is you might say American and you'll think, oh, he's American. You're going to think white. American mean white. If in the world sense of things, if you go across the world and you say, oh, he's American, they're going to think white. Just like you go around the world, you say Jamaican, they're going to think black. But no, dog, in Jamaica, they got Jamaicans that's Indian descent. You got with Indian heritage, you got Jamaicans with Chinese heritage, you got people with Irish heritage, you got people with English heritage, and they're all considered Jamaican. Her father was not a black man from Jamaica. He was just a Jamaican, not a black person. Her mother was an Indian, and her father was one of those others from Jamaica, not an African from Jamaica.
So your motto is, if the father or the mother is black, they're black.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
You could be white, you could be Indian, and if your daddy black or your mama black, you black. That's how it's going. I live in America. Elijah Muhammad taught me to follow the rules of the land. Elijah Muhammad said, you follow the laws of the land. If the laws of the land says one drop your ass black, then goddamn it, I'm following the law of the land.
I hear you.
That's what I was told. I was raised by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, bro. I follow the law of the land. I might do wrong, but I know the law. I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have smoked that weed on the corner. That's why I went to jail. I ain't followed the law on the land.
It's all good.
But as far as Kamala Harris, no, she is not a black person. She's cosplaying as a black person, and she only calls herself black when it's time to get elected. Because she, like Trump even said the shit. That shit made me mad that I had to agree with it. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, she only calls herself black when she wants to. Last time I met her, she was Asian. Now that she black, her father is not an African from Jamaica. He's one of those other Jamaicans. Jamaica is not a country full of one race.
Well, I appreciate your stance on it. It's going to be 9 o'clock, so we're going to close out. Let me see. Have I put something up here to close out with?
Hey, sometimes you just got to pop out and show niggas.
All right. Well, we out, y'all. Peace.
Deuces.